Okay, so for last week, we did practice poem. It's a little bit echo, the sound. Okay, let me take a look. Oh, problem solved. Okay. For this week, you will continue to use the product that you select last week. Okay. This just to practice using the thinking tools or the brainstorming tools. And also, you will also have opportunity to practice using idea selecting tools. To explain that, it means we create a lot of idea, we create choice, right? But then we also need to make choice, or we need to conclude of the ideas that we're gonna use, how we're gonna select it. Okay. Uh, for this week, I will explain more detail regarding the assignment for you guys later, and you will search for the relevant information and select your own. You already select, actually you select last week. Okay, you will continue to working on it, and after that, after I allow you guys to work on it for at least approximately an hour, I will explain regarding final assignment for this module 2. Okay. So that's the plan for today. And let's see. Oh, one moment. Give me one moment. On this week, I will recapitulate regarding the videos that you watch on LEB2. I hope many of you already watched it because I asked you guys to watch before today class, right? But if in any case that you haven't watched, you still can watch it on LEB2. Okay, it's the tab Learn It on the left when you access to the Gen 231. Okay. I will recapitulate a little bit regarding it. The video regarding concept by Ajahn Bhatt, he mentioned about some product design that are unique, right? For example, he mentioned regarding Rolex watch. He mentioned that for the people who travel a lot, or even pilot, right, who drive the plane, the watch have a circular thing that can turn to change the time zone. Okay. Nowadays, we of course could change it digitally, right? But in the past, before digital watch, yeah, that's how they do it. The other thing was the watch for diver, like when the diver go down the ocean or the water, they carry an oxygen tank. So in this case, they could set up the timer for the amount of oxygen left in the tank, so they know that, oh, they have to go up to the surface of the water, something like that. He also mentioned regarding a brand of bag, Freitag. The word I read is from Germany, but the origin of this product from Switzerland. People from Switzerland decided. They use seat belt as a like back belt, and then they use truck canvas as a bag. It helped regarding sustainability because some of that need to be thrown away anyway. Okay. That's some example. I will not mention all of it because some of you already watch it, right? Regarding thinking tools, right? I will go over in more detail with you guys, but I would like to point out there are thinking tools or the tools to help you create idea. Another meaning is that there are a set of questions that help you to think about the idea and propose some ideas. Okay, and that there are different set of questions, and they call it like SCAMPER, for example. Each alphabet stand for a word, like for example, substitute, combine, adapt, something like that. Okay, so that help us to unlock our idea. Okay. And there are also other video regarding mind mapping, right? Regarding what if are like type of question that help us to unlock our idea as well. I will go in detail on each tools later. Okay, and on the right, I think it's regarding creativity, and I have watched a video regarding creativity from Solar Anywhere. It is platform like online learning. They mentioned that creativity is, let me double check one moment. ก้าวข้ามสิ่งเดิมๆความคิดเดิมๆ it's like to think outside of the box. Sometimes we have like limited, right? But creativity is like we think outside of the box. We think it could be think squarely as well, or I think or value added to the original product. Okay. Example of value added. When my sister, like how many years ago, probably like 5 years ago, when she entrance, actually it's not like common entrance. It's like the institute have their own exam, so she went there at the Lat Krabang King Mongkut Institute of Technology, Lat Krabang. I don't know how to translate this major. It's related to agriculture major. Okay, and they have ingredient on the table such as egg, galangal, ขาเนอะ ginger, ขิงนะ then and something else, right? But then my sister picked galangal, which is similar to ginger, but it's not the same. Okay, it's a root vegetable, and the value add they ask for the value added of the object that they provide, right? So my sister picked galangal, and she explained regarding the menu from galangal. It's called ต้มข่าไก่ ต้ม in Thai mean boil. ข่า is the word of galangal. ไก่ is a chicken. Okay, so it's a soup. Okay, similar to tom yum, but is, in my opinion, it's less spicy. And it have coconut milk as well. Is it right? And then my sister explained the process of making it to the teacher. So that's example of value added. Okay, we could sell galangal, probably I don't know the price of it right now, but then we could sell a bowl of this soup, right, in higher cost, but we also, because we use more ingredient as well. Okay, and more time to prepare it. Okay, so that's some of the recapitulation from me. You could type more in the chat for the topic that you like really like it, or topic that you want to share with your classmate as well. Okay. The other example, I just thought another one, but this one is not, it could be helpful as well. The teacher provide just circular shape on one sheet of paper, probably like 10 of circle or something, and she said you could draw anything to make any shape out of it, right? So at that time I draw like people face, I draw a fan, a sun or something, but I saw the example, they draw like bicycle, so they can join the two circle as well, right? Or like they draw glasses. I'm like, okay. That's good to know. Okay, I think, yeah, I will move on, okay, from the video and sharing regarding the knowledge of creativity. For our class activity, I already reviewed the lesson on that concept design. Apply thinking tools to increase the ability to think with a creative mind. It also helps us to document it as well. These tools would assist you with creating unique features for your work. Utilize creative thinking tools in the process. Okay, that's the assignment that I asked you guys to practice today and also submit on LEB2 as well, the activity assigned, okay? And after I let you guys practice on it, then I will explain the final assignment, okay? For any student who just joined, please type your name in the chat box for me. Okay. Yes, okay. Regarding concept, design concept from various elements, then put together as one. Okay, one product could have more than one concept, right? And when we when we put them together as a one product, then it could create the uniqueness of your product, for example. Okay. In other words, it like make it stand out. Example of like concept store, cafe maison. I think you guys live in Thailand for some time, so I think you guys saw this cafe, but might not be the one that like fancy one, but probably you see it. So they design based on like green sustainability as well. Also, they use raw material from villagers to make their drink and menu. They also use concept of circular living by recycling leftover stuff, similar to Fire Talk, right? The brand that make the bag. Selling point here: tables and chairs made from coffee pulp. Staff shirt and apron are made from recycled PET water bottle, okay, and glass fiber, as well as their bio cups and straw from biodegradable polylactic acid. And I have seen a building in UC Merced. They have a carpet made from like the water bottle fiber as well. That one made by Dow Chemical Company. Okay. This brand called Egg White. Have anyone heard it before? You can type in the chat box and let me know how you know it too. For me, I know it because I went to an open house at Chana Patana Design Institute. They open for like for example, if you still high school, you can take it too, or even you graduate already, you can take it too. There is no limitation on age. And they have two major, fashion design, product, and interior design. Okay, so this one, the owner, they have two owners. One of the owner, both of the owner graduate from that institution. Okay, and this brand, they focus on like function, right? How they use it and beautiful of it, the beauty of it. And also they have some concept like easy to use. Okay, and for example, the table on the left, they said you can use it on both sides. So if you put next to your bed or you put next to your table, okay. And the table on the right, they mentioned that the designer were inspired by Singer sewing machine. Okay, there are many like drawer, and there is a mirror, which inspired by Sleeping Beauty. Okay, I like when people sell their product and also tell story how they design them. Bangchak Design Station. A student told me that he saw the one that like fancy like this one, but I haven't seen one. Okay, but I just saw in the website. Okay, they have different unique design. For example, modern group, Thai inspired group, Western group. For example, like Holland windmill, right? Okay, Eastern group, like Japan. What do you call? I don't know what. How do you call the late one? Yeah. Mm. And innovation group, temple shape. Yeah, that's right. Thanks, Alex. Mm. Or like fancy group animation cartoon. Mm. It can be like sightseeing place, right? Yeah. Uh, Concept design. A little bit of more definition. It means an idea or concept that establish the desired direction of something. Mm. We can see from the photos, like on the left, I look to me, I feel like chill style and minimal style. But on the right, yeah, it look like more like modern, like futuristic to me. Mm. And there are several ways to generate a concept, including consider design goals. What are our goals when we decide, right? Such as utility and beauty. Mm. Reflect on beliefs, philosophies, or symbols. Mm. Yeah. For example, a house that is at the junction, sometimes they need to have fence or something to prevent when someone drive crazily, or when traditionally Thai people they live near canal or river, and when they build a house, um, the wood house, right, they tend to face the front part of the house to the water, okay, based on the belief in the religion, okay, and draw inspiration from the unique personality of the brand, okay. You could see some brand have brand ambassador, okay, who like represent their brand, okay. They have to select as well, okay. I heard someone just join. If you just join, please type your name in the chat box for me, okay. Oh, one moment. Let's go next. Okay, so that's the keyword. Your goals. What are your goals? Are you including concept as well? Usually we have all of it. Okay, we have concept, we have function, we have beauty when we design. This one is example of function. You see the sofa, right? If only two people sit, then you don't need to remove the table in front, right? And you can save some space, right? And it need to be able to sit comfortably as well, okay, not causing pain. um, Regarding the when we decide a font in the book, we want it to be easily to read, right? Yeah, we don't want it too small or something. And we need to select wording as well, okay, try to make it easy to understand, okay. My advisor, Professor Christopher Winey, he mentioned that when you publish article, it will be widely spread if it is easy to understand, okay. So sometimes people have a academic article and they also give interview or they write a summarize of their work in the term that easy to understand, easier to understand than their academic journal, okay. Beauty. Yeah, we notice the beauty and aesthetic of products. It's referred to the way a product looks and feels. For me, this chair is look like curved and smooth, right? Yeah, it is look beauty to me. Each person may have different perception regarding the beauty and satisfaction. We appreciate composition can build beautifulness. Yeah, so for this one, everyone can see the same. Like, okay, it's smooth. We don't have to worry that we're gonna hit the edge part or something. Also, it is include the smell and the taste as well. For example, I listened to a speaker from I forgot her company name, but she managed what do you call? It is similar to perfume, but this one she combined different herbs to give different smell and also different properties. Okay, for example, lavender smell could make us feel relaxed. Okay, or ginger smell could stimulate our feeling. Okay, and she mentioned that one of the customer asked her to prepare the one that help he or she sleep. Okay, so she researched and prepared, and then the customer provide feedback that yeah, I sleep pretty well, but I feel that the smell of it is not really good, something like that. So she probably make it too concentrate, right? So she did not include this beauty of making it. Okay. Regarding the taste as well, right? If it is too spicy for me, then I don't want to eat as well. Or if it's too salty for me, then I want to remove some salt as well, for example, right? Okay. The cognitive tools. The benefit of using tools when we brainstorming is that we avoid making hasty assumptions or avoid making conclusion without consider potential solution or as much as possible potential solution. Okay, we tend to jump to conclusion without using tools of brainstorming. So it helps us before arriving at accurate and rational conclusions. The skill of refraining from a similar meaning, and it is really important, especially nowadays, like information-rich world. On the right here, I would like you guys to see at the bottom first. At the bottom part here, we call it create choice, or more academic word is divergent thinking. Diverge is mean like expand. Okay, so we create as much as possible choice. Okay. We could try to find a possibility or as many options as possible. Okay. After we make many choice, right? No, I'm sorry. After we create many choice, we could make choice. In other words, it's convergent thinking. We analyze our ideas. We have so many ideas after we brainstorm, right? Then we taking into account their strengths and weakness, and then we prioritizing them to ultimately make a decision or choose a method. Okay, so which idea we gonna use it? Okay. For a student who just joined, please type your name in the chat box for me. Okay. But if you disconnect, it's okay. You don't have to type. Okay. So today work is an individual work. Last week, if you select to work on, let's say wireless speaker, then you keep using that product. Okay, I want to emphasize here so everyone are on the same page. Okay, use the same I mean, let's see, let me just step back a little bit. So you will design not the same product, but you will design based on the product that you select last week. However, this week you will use thinking tools and idea selecting tools. Okay. And I will explain regarding the tools in a bit. And there is no page restriction. Okay. And although it is individual work, but I could open breakout room for you guys if you want. Yeah, approximately, I think 1 hour. Yeah, but before I let you go, I will explain regarding the thinking tools. So here it is. Last week, you already select one product, right? So this week, you will working on that one product. But last week, I asked you guys to design just using your imagination. But this week, I asked you guys to practice using thinking tools and idea selecting tools. Okay. I want to see the process of developing the product. Okay. So my template is simple, but on the top right, you see the word create choice. This means this page is for thinking tools or brainstorming tools. Okay. This one, the top right is make choice. This page is for idea selecting tools. For example, consequent metric, must and want criteria, something like that, like how you're gonna select idea. And this page, please provide a draft of your product that you develop. You could use the same photo as last week, or you could change it because you brainstorm more idea, right? Some part could be changed. If you use the same photo as last week, I would like to ask you guys to explain some detail on the photo as well. Okay, just provide more information. If you use AI, please write down your keyword of creating that picture too. Okay. That's the worksheet. Okay, I will share with you guys as well, or you could download from LEB2 as well. Regarding the thinking tools, this is the first one, the brainstorming tools, right? SCAMPER. If you already watched the video, I think you're already familiar with it. And I think that's great. Okay. I will let you guys practice using, you can pick which one you want to practice using it. Okay. You can use it with the topic that you already, with the product that you select last week. Okay. This is the activity assignment. Okay. Here are the meaning of each alphabet. Okay. The first one, substitute. Okay. Is there anything that you can replace from the product that already exists? Combination. Is there anything I could combine? For example, washing machine, right? We could combine wash and dry together, right? But this one is not really unique though, because there are already washing machine that can dry as well. Adoption or adaptation. Modification. Is there anything we could enlarge it? We could reduce it, or even we could make the size smaller. For example, hardware, hard disk drive. It used to be like really big, right? But then when we develop the process of making it, then it can be smaller. Put to other use, using an object for different purpose. For example, You may heard the company name PTT, Potato. They work on gas exploration, gas and oil exploration. Some of their work need to use drone, right? So there are a team to develop drone. Then this team could spin out to be like startup company. Okay, so that's something similar to like put to other use. Elimination. Is there anything redundant that it can be function without having it? Okay. Rearrange. Change the orientation of something. Or think backward, like re-engineering. Okay. We know our goal and how we're gonna get there. Maybe we need to think backward a little bit, something like that. When you use SCAMPER, you don't have to use every letter. Okay, you could select which one you're gonna use. Okay, and each letter you may have more than one idea. That's fine as well. These are example of questions that could come up when you use these tools. Okay, I will send this slide to you guys like after I present it. Okay, so you could use some of it that you are interested. Okay. This is the template. I have like number 1, 2, 3 idea, but you don't have to fill all of them. Okay, it's just there for you if you want to have more than one idea for each alphabet. This is example of washing machine. Okay, for example, substitute, right? It switched from electricity to human power by cycling the bicycle to wash the clothes. Okay. Another example could be modify to allow for addition of laundry detergent and softener within the machine. So it's like automatic. Maybe have pump to feed the detergent and the softener. Okay. What if? Okay. Some of it is overlap with SCAMPER as well for this one, but some of it is different question. Okay. So it helps you to think regarding your product development. Okay. What if is a set of questions? The first one is like opposite. How about opposite of what was expected or anticipated? Okay. What could be the idea? Scarcity, abundance, not necessary or not mandatory, or it's like have we already or abundance is like สมบูรณ์มีเยอะ or we could make it more available. Crazy or weird idea is like unusual, or like for example Harry Potter, right? They are like ผ้าคลุมล่องหน invisible cloak, right? That one is, in my opinion, is like wow. But nowadays they try to make it, but it's not really a cloak, but it's like could reflect the light so that people could not really see you when you're behind it, right? But the scale is still like small. Extreme simplicity, make everything as easy as possible. Yeah. So this is what if. Example, similar thing, washing machine. I will pick one. Let's see. What if the machine could become invisible when it is not in use? Similar to my example. Yeah. What if it can move? Nowadays, like stationary, right? Okay. This is another tools already. Random word. There are rules for random word. Okay. First of all, you need to select the product, the theme, the topic. and then you write the outline, what you're gonna design, and the constraint, if there are any. Okay. Select a word first that is not related to the topic. Just randomly select it. You could select from dictionary or some word that come up to your mind. Okay. Then you generate idea related to the word. Then integrate the idea to the product. Example, or this is the template. Okay. So this is the product that you would like to develop. For example, bicycle. Then you provide the outline and constraint. Then you select a word. After that, you put the word that you select in the middle, and then you put the word that you thought of regarding the word in the middle. Okay. After that, you need to practice using your creativity to relate between the word that you create and the outline and constraint that you want to design. Whoa. Yeah, you can practice. Example, okay, here. Washing machine again. I would like to decide the texture and color of the washing machine. Also, I would like to decide the machine operating system, and the word is rock. Okay, now I come to the right part. The word rock, I thought of it hard. Sometimes it is rough. It have weight, so it's like heavy. It's sliding. Rock sliding is dangerous too if it's big one. Cold. When I touch it, cold. Now I need to integrate the idea to the product. Okay, this is the part that we need to practice our brain. Okay, so the texture of the washing machine is rough, which is similar to the texture of rock. The color is black, which can be decorated as a part of a garden in the house. The machine operating system is continuous or like sliding. From sliding is we decided it all to be continuous. The machine operates the washing and drying process like combined. Right? The limitation of these tools, random word, is could be the diversify of thought. It might not. It constrained by your outline here. Okay, if you provide diverse outline, or you provide squarely outline, you outline different part to design, then it could be more diverse. But if you only have couple outline, then your idea it could be limit a little bit. After we got many idea, right? Then we need to select which one we're gonna use. Okay, that's the time for idea selecting tools. These are some of the idea selecting tools. Okay, or in other words, it called like the tools to help us making choice. เลือกนะต้องเลือกมัน Okay, so first we create choice and then we make choice. The first one is pro and con. I think all of you already heard it. Yeah, how it helped, right? So we could think regarding. So we need to analyze each idea that we would like to use, right? For each idea, this one, what is the benefit or what are the benefits of it? How does it benefit us? Okay, how does it benefit society? Okay, advantages. Okay, is there anything that this idea gonna give us a competitive edge over other? Is like benchmark. Okay, people in the field is here, and then is that what are the advantages of this idea? Strength. Can it boost both ourselves and the team? Value. The potential to create value for others regarding this idea. Whom can we share it with, and what is the worth of this idea? We like analyze each idea. Okay. con. What are the risk, danger when we pursue this idea? List is like something, if we have goal to do something, right? Product development, to get some product. List is like prevent us to get there. Okay. Something that prevent us to get there. Or even something that could cause problem when we would like to reach our goal. And what are the disadvantages? Okay, is there any disadvantage, trade-off, or comparison we might have to forego? Weakness. When we pursue this idea, what are weakness or shortcomings? If we proceed this idea, what would be potential challenge or issue for us or for team to implement the process? Okay. Before I move on, usually I suggest to use because if we have 7 idea, then we have to do pro and con for 7 idea, right? So usually I prefer to use another thinking tool, like for example this one, to select some idea first, and then I could use pro and con to decide if I want only just one or couple idea, for example. Okay. Another example of pro and con that could be helpful is that, for example, when we apply for a job, right? When we already have interview, and then at a time we got from 3 company, right? They all want to accept us. Now we have to make decision, right? Then we could use pro and con to make the decision squarely, right? It could be related to distance from home. It could be related to what do you call, like support from the company. It could be regarding the working environment. That's our example that I think is easy to understand. This one is idea selecting tools as well. It's called consequence metric. It's like a metric, right? Have a chart. Always when you have like chart like this, you need X and Y axis, right? X and Y. In this case, I propose that X could be implementation, how easy it is to implement, or is it very difficult? Okay. And Y is the positive impact. If it high positive impact, then it's on the top. If it low positive impact, then it at the bottom. And in the middle is like project. It have minimum positive impact, and the implementation is like in the middle. Okay. Usually people pick like minimum, I pick medium positive impact. Yeah, usually. But for low priority, it means it has low positive impact and it's very difficult to implement. Then we tend not to choose it. Okay. This is an example of combining idea selecting tools. This one is what if. Then I put the number for it. Then I could analyze. Number 1, what if it can move? The impact is like positive impact is low. I could walk there and put my clothes inside, right? And for example, number 5, what if the washing machine can be used with other source of energy? The implementation will probably need to make the washing machine in another form, right? It need to have pedal or something. But it has high positive impact because without electricity, if it shut down, I still can wash my clothes in the like large amount. Okay. So this is how we analyze it. Okay. And you could explain more as well, like why I think it is. For example, if it like you decided it easy to implement, maybe you could provide a little bit more detail, like why you think it is easy or something, just so I can understand your thought. Mm. Here is an example of the draft. Okay, I pick number 8, 9, and 5 as a finalized idea to develop my product, right? It looked like a bicycle, right? And then we wash the clothes here, and then we could just, if we not use our pedal, then we could just press one button and it could operate. And it can be used with mechanic from human labor, and it could wash and dry consecutively. Okay, so here are example. This is a template. Okay, so come up with many ideas as possible, and then tools to help you select idea. So first you have tools to brainstorm, right? And tools to select idea. And this is the draft page. Here are example of to select idea. We already mentioned some of them, but this one I haven't mentioned it. 5WH1. I think all of you have heard it. Like why, what, when, where, right, and how. Okay, it could be useful as well. And this one on the top here is a POOS. It stands for problem, outcome, obstacle, solution, and your goal. Okay. It helps for brainstorming. So the template here, make choice, is for the selecting which choice you're gonna select. This one also make choice tools. And when you think about impact, right, positive impact, you could ask yourself how it positively affect, and it affect what, affect whom, or is it has no effect on anyone? It's like low, right? This one. This is another idea selecting tools that I prepare example here. Must criteria. This one you could have different topic. For example, it parallel with company policy or company strategy. The safety of the process is past the criteria, right? It parallel with the law. For example, company that create chemical waste, right? Based on the law, they cannot just dilute and let it go, right? They need to treat it first. งบประมาณ the investment, how much that you're gonna spend on it. Whether you could do it by yourself or by your team, like is it possible? So the must criteria is that the idea that pass it mean it need to pass all of the must criteria. If it missing one or two, then it's not pass. Okay. Then you could look at the want criteria. Is it past the customer satisfactory? Is there any feedback from customer? The negative one. ตลาดใหม่ Is it a new trend of the product? Is it include creativity? Can we spin up to another business? Similar to my example earlier regarding the drone, right? Yeah, that's some example. And then for the one criteria, you could decide a score for each idea, right? Okay, this idea is like 10 for customer satisfactory, for example. And then you combine the score now you can rank them. Okay, idea F is come the first, something like that. So it helps us to prioritize the idea. These are the rubric, okay, the rubric of generating idea. Whether you guys generate many ideas that are different, okay, revealing that you guys try to think from different perspectives until ideas become the unique concepts and stand out from others. Okay, if level 4, it's become unique concept but not stand out from others. Level 3, the product concept is not unique. Okay, so here are the rubric. Digging deeper into ideas. I will assess whether you guys can organize and assess to select ideas, which lead to the creation of many unique concepts, and then select again until the most unique concept is emerged. Okay. Yeah, it's like idea selecting tools, how you analyze which idea you're gonna use as your final product. Okay, I will pause here and I'm open for any question regarding activity assignment. Card here. So as a Vikas asked, right? So if last week he developed bicycle, this week please still develop bicycle, but using thinking tools and idea selecting tools that we have learned from the video and also from my examples. When you design, please also consider the potential of your design. For example, in the past, a student told me that he want to design a train that can jump over the forest, right? But I provide feedback for him that if your train can jump, how about people who sit inside? If there are elderly, if there are people who pregnant, when the train jump, will the choke up be okay and then there will be safe? Something like that. So please consider the safety factor of your design as well. I do not see any chat that would like to create a breakout room. So, but we could be in the main room too. Let me propose. I will let you guys work until when? Let's see. But the due date, the due time is like 11 p.m. So you don't have to finish within the class time. But if you finish, you could submit it. I think, let's say 11:10. Okay, I will let you guys work on it. And in case you have any question or wanna discuss, then I will be around so that we could discuss before I let you work on it by yourself. Let's say 11:10. Okay. And at that time, I will ask for volunteer to share your work with your classmates. Okay. I have to select one, two, or many. You can select one, choose, or you can select more than one. But my a little bit concern is the random word. If you select random word and you have only 2 outline, then your idea might be limit. Okay. So if you use random word, you have to, in my opinion, I suggest you guys to have more than 2 outline of what you're going to design and your constraint. But other tools, I feel it already have like different type of question. So the idea that you generate is going to be like more diverse. And regarding the tools, right? There are two type of tools. The first one is to get many idea. The second one is to select which idea you're going to use. You could select all, but at least you need to show why you select all. Okay. I saw a question from one of your classmates, right? So he asked, in the making choice section, do I have to choose only one idea from one or more thinking tools I use in the create choice section? You can select more than one idea. For example, the washing machine, right? I select 3 ideas to be my finalized product, right? So you can select multiple ideas.